Alright, hello everybody and welcome to the finals of the Mega Man X 100% tournament here live at Speedgaming Live 2024 in Northern Virginia. Very happy to have you here for what should be an entertaining best-of-3 match between two veterans of the community. On the left we have Siberianbull9 and on the right we have Two Stop. So I'm sure we'll have a good race on our hands. And I'm Pro8007, very happy to be joining you here today. And on to my immediate left is Rezus. Welcome.
Thank you. Looking forward to this race. It's a very exciting game to watch and play. Very satisfying to be moving so fast and fluidly. I've been getting back into this run since the last 2 weeks. Participated in the earlier round of this tournament, and looking forward to seeing these two great runners. Hash it out.
Yeah, for sure. And for those not familiar what 100% is, there are several optional items that our players will be getting throughout the game. There are 4 suit upgrades, there are 4 energy/reserve tanks, and there are 8 health upgrades that they will be getting as well. And on top of that, they'll be getting a secret move that unlocks when they get all of those items. That will essentially amounts to a one-hit kill on every boss, except for the very last boss. So this opening stage here is a very technical one, where our runners are going to be trying to maximize their movement, take as few health pickups as they can, while also trying to really mash the X-Buster to take down these giant beetle-ish helicopters. And the goal, as you're seeing with Two Stop and with Siberian, is they want to get their health to a certain point, so when they face the mandatory boss fight in Vile, they have as little health as possible, so that it automatically Vile automatically moves to incapacitate X rather than go into an actual fight with him. So that is what they're going to be emphasizing here, but it is a bit of a high risk, high reward situation if you're not familiar with the strat, because you can die rather easily. As you see, both players down to 2 health, and Two Stop almost getting sniped, and they did get sniped. So, not a huge time loss, but this is going to make this section a bit longer for Two Stop as a result.
And it's really all about lag management, mashing, and health management in this stage. And now Two Stop going to waste more time having to dwindle down his health.
Yes, this is going to cost him about 10 to 12 seconds, where Siberian Bull is going to have, okay, so Vile kind of taking a sweet time there. Alright, so, Two Stop not getting great RNG from Vile here. So, yeah, this is... Alright, there it is. He was trying to get punched, he was trying to get, a good left hook to, left jab to the face there, and couldn't quite get it to go. Alright, so as I understand it, talking with Siberian Bull before the start of the match, their routing is going to be identical. I know some runners, they like to go for iceless strats and whatnot. I don't think we're going to be seeing that here today. We're going to see a little more of a standardized, I guess, routing.
Yeah, a much safer route for runs like this.
Right, because it's not for the top players. They will tend to do Kuwanger second, whereas here I believe it's going to be more like 4th or 5th, if I remember right. So, but Penguin is always first, always, because of the movement booster they're going to be getting, which was kind of a new idea for the series when it first came out. Giving, not that there hadn't been upgrades, but nothing quite like this in terms of being able to really maximize, and augment Mega Man, or in this case, X's skills. Okay, then we also, you notice, got the Japanese version on two-stop screen, and Siberian's got the NTSC version. Text scrolling is going to be less frequent for two-stop. Not that there's a lot of it, but you saw in that screen right there, in that little cutscene right there, there were several more scrolls for Siberian than there was for two-stop.
And Siberian Bull's going to have to be careful on this because it's a very technical part where it's very easy to take damage.
Yeah. And
oh, that's nice.
Well, that's a good good RNG pickup there. Now, speaking of RNG, Chill Penguin has a lot of it. He only has, like, I think 3 or 4 moves, but the one you don't want to see is him sliding on his belly, and because he's invincible during that bit. So. There's our first belly slide, and okay, one more should do it. Oh, just missed. And so so there's, I think that's Siberian Bull's first. Last one should do it. All right, there's a second. So, pretty good RNG, I'd say.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, fairly close at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Though two-stop needs to find a life somewhere to make up for it.
Well, there are a couple of spots.
Yeah, indeed.
Storm Eagle is going to be one of them. We can pick up a life fairly easily without really having to make a severe detour here. All right. So they're going to get the first thing on the agenda is getting the E-Tank, or the health bar. Excuse me. The E-Tank is next. So yeah, again, there are 8 of these, one in each stage, and oh, Siberian just missed. He's gonna have to reset his platforming there. Get our second upgrade. It's going to be an upgrade for the helmet. It's going to be able to break blocks like you see there with this helmet, which is actually going to be very useful in, I believe, their next stage, which will be Flame Mammoth. He passed up that extra life. Like that. There's always the chance as well that you can get a free extra life just by, RNG. Gustav's like not interested in the health upgrade. He's going to fight Storm Eagle as is, and again, RNG fairly big factor here.
Yeah, with the one move you don't want to see being dives.
Right. You can actually make pretty good timing out of it, though. But yeah, you want to see this. You want to see kind of Storm Eagle trying to blow you away. So, two-stop is about to finish. Okay, last one. All right, there it is. So,
very nice.
Two-stop is finishing just as Siberian Bull is starting. So no dives. I don't. Just one dive, right?
I think he just went up and down.
Yeah.
So not even one dive.
Right. All right, now here come the dives. Again, pretty easy to time this, but it's a time waste. Ooh, got bodied there. Oh, two-stop again, passing up an extra life. There it is, very nicely done by Bull. Now, this always gets me. Like, this is to me, a very challenging bit of platforming.
Yeah, because if you miss that, once you've cleared a few blocks, you just can't make your way up again. So you need to restart. The best way to go is to restart the stage after you've completed it, which wastes a lot of time.
Yeah, it's a terrific game overall. I think that was, to me, a bit of game design I don't particularly like.
Yeah, it was definitely one of the hardest things to do in a casual playthrough.
Yeah. So, two-stop picking up the second E-tank, and he's also going to pick up his second energy upgrade. And they have not forgotten Chill Penguin, for those who are not aware. They're going to get to that later. They can actually get it after they finish off Flame Mammoth. One thing I like to highlight in this game is this level's design is the way it is because they finished Chill Penguin stage. If they played this stage first, it would be very different. Siberian Bull picks up the X-Buster upgrade, so now all their weapons will have a special attack fully charged. You actually get this if you don't, from zero if you don't get it in a regular playthrough later in the game, so.
And as we can see, two-stop went for a skip to get up there to the E-tank, but Siberian Bull had to go the regular route after failing it the first time.
Yeah, he two-stop first tried the Iceless strat, using that fully charged X-Buster shot. So now we come to Kuwanger. Again, top runners will do this second, but it is a trickier strat, and if you don't get it right, you can waste a tremendous amount of time.
And again, this stage is quite technical, with a lot of climbing, lots of very precise movement.
Yeah, because like 3/4 of this, as you can see, is vertical. There is very little horizontal movement, and you really have to be on point here with this movement. No problems there for two-stop though. Now, this hasn't been true in the last two fights we've seen, but as a general rule, you want to finish your Maverick fights in the center of the arena, because otherwise X is going to walk over there, and then it'll trigger this, ending cutscene. Two-stop didn't quite get that climb the first try, and I'm not sure. Okay. And unfortunately, the respawn is real, and it just happened a second time. Okay, there it is. Yeah, oof. Like I said, this, just a little short there. There it is. Two-stop already down a life, and for the finale, and okay, gets a little bit of help there, but I don't think he can take a hit to Kuwanger.
Yeah, and it's not an easy fight either, so
yeah,
kind of a risky situation. Though at this point, if you're 2 lives down, you always have the option of dying out and restarting from 3 lives.
Right, you'd probably do that at the next stage, which I think would be Chameleon. Oh, I don't think he got the setup he wanted, so now, yep. Oh, so an unfortunate mishap there for 2-stop, and so yeah, I think he'll take the reset somewhere. Next stage would probably be what I would think. So yeah, you want to kind of do this little dance with Kuwang, or get him to, like, you know, try and hook you, but not quite. Got in a little trouble there getting the setup he wants. All right, nice job there by 2-stop. Siberian almost to Kuwanger now, using Storm Tornado to cut a path there, which is a good strat. Does lag though. Nice health pickup there. Oh no. Oh, Siberian just barely gets in, and Mandrill is next.
That section is not easy.
No. There's our third E-Tank. Oh, and there you see it, like, yeah. Two-stop, doing a little mix there of Mammoth and Storm Tornado tactics to take care of the mini-boss. A lot of technical movement here, a lot of kind of weaving in and out. Oh, a little short on that jump, and
2-stop's got to be careful now.
yeah, he's, again, you know. Okay, that's we needed that.
Yep.
All right, so Mandrill is weak to ice, so this should be a very straightforward fight. Full trouble navigating there, but has picked Mandrill as well for number 5 on the Maverick list. Trying to time it so we can get a double hit just as he comes out of the I-frames and comes out of ice. Nice ricochet there. All right, so 3 down. On the E-Tank front, so 3 to go for 2-stop. Ooh, almost missed the jump there. Now it's Armored Armadillo, and I just kind of remembered the opening section of this stage has those red bats that often give extra lives out like candy. So
I think there's one that looks different that always provides a life, I think.
yeah, it's a little later on, but so you opt to skip for the E-Tank for the moment. He'll be back to get it during the revisit when he gets the Hadouken secret weapon.
Yeah, and the whole reason we need a lot of lives, a certain amount of lives for that, is that there's a section at the end of this stage that you need to visit 4 times and then go to with full health, all the hard upgrades, all the E-Tanks, all the equipment upgrades to get Hadouken, which is a very powerful weapon to beat bosses with.
Yeah, it's except for the final boss, it is a guaranteed one-hit kill on everything. And okay, just gotta. The other thing that's worth keeping in mind is you've got to make sure the camera catches that top ledge. If you miss, it won't count. All right, so Armadillo getting a lot of bounces there, but finally is able to break his armor. So the rest of this is fairly simple. You can beat him without Mandrill's weapon, but it's a real slog. All right, so about a one-stage difference now between our runners as we head to the next one. All right, number 7, Launch Octopus. You'll see, like, top runners, this is usually last on the list, unless the routing has changed in the last couple of years, but as far as I knew it, it was Octopus was last. Chameleon tends to be middle of the order these days.
Yeah, and in this route, in Waterfall, Icefall, Chameleon is last.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Siberian Bull going for the E-Tank right away, which I believe is a bit slower on average because of the lag you get here. Without Chameleon's weapon, that makes you invincible, and you can just go right by him.
In the final analysis, it really, you know, it's negligible. So 2-Stop takes care of the sub and is now taking on the mini boss, sort of a hidden mini boss. All right, nice job there getting the skip, so another boss taken care of. Siberian Bull making very sure that he does not miss the ledge. I think last year's finals, either he or his opponent missed it, and that just caused all kinds of headache.
Yeah, if you don't know that you missed a visit and then go with a certain amount of lives and then game over, then you can get it the next time, but you have to do the whole stage over instead of starting from the middle of it, which wastes a good amount of time.
Once again, about a one-stage difference. 2-Stop still has to take care of the health, the energy upgrade in Penguin, which he's going to do now, and then he'll have to do Chameleon, get the body arm, the enhanced body armor, and the final no, not the final thing, just the health and the armor. All right. All right, 7 down, 1 to go for 2-Stop.
Siberian Bull getting better RNG on this one than the other. You basically don't want the submarine to suck you in, especially in this phase, since it can drag you into the spikes, and that's an instant death.
Right. Yeah. No. That's worst case scenario. All right. So 2-Stop gonna take on the optional mini boss. The main thing with this boss is you have to hit him above the claws, otherwise it's going to bounce right off.
And you have to manage the amount of claws you're using to fight him, since it is the weapon that's the weakness of Chameleon, the boss of the stage.
Right.
So that's why he threw a couple of lemons that don't hit quite as hard, but just make sure that you have enough.
Yeah, it's all about counting at this point.
Yeah.
So now we get to, I think, probably the hardest upgrade. First tries. That's not any. That's essentially two very different bits of movement you're trying to do at the same time. So
Yeah, since the intended way to get it would be to jump all the way there and then jump back, which
Right.
is quite a bit slower.
and not at all easy either.
No, absolutely not.
So there's an extra life for two stop. Needs I think 3 more. Oh dear. Oh dear. Siberian having some trouble here against Octopus. Just one more hit, and there it is. Very nice. Excuse me. All right, so with Chameleon here, it's all about timing. So basically want to bounce from one end to the other and be able to throw Kuang or boomerangs at him, and there it is.
And basically one, if not the only boss that has basically the same strat that you could do in a casual playthrough.
Exactly. Yeah. Mandrill and Storm Eagle aren't all that different either, but yeah, there's definitely more precision involved when you're speed running. All right, so now know where Sigma is, but we're not quite ready to face Sigma. First, we need our special weapon. To stop, still needs a few extra lives, and he needs to get the 4th E-Tank. So there's that red bat, and okay, it all. I guess that was enough. Well, I guess it was enough because he got the extra life from Chameleon stage, so he should be okay.
And to stop setting up for the 3 last visits before getting the Hadouken. Very important weapon to really get that 100% clear in the race. So one thing that's important to do, not in the first visit, but the last one, you need to also be at full health. So something that you need to be careful about heading in.
Right, and so Siberian Bull do it the intended way to get the health upgrade. So Siberian picks up extra life while he's here.
And as we can see, to stop jumping around on this because it reduces lag, it prevents those birds from spawning, and as we saw earlier, Siberian Bull was not doing those strats, which is a bit slower, but also enables you to pick up some health and fill up those E-tanks for safeties.
Right.
And now we're seeing Siberian Bull's going to be a bit short on those boomerangs, so he's going to have to rely on a bit of a slower weapon here. But gets it done.
Indeed. So Oh, he took some damage. Does he need this? Or... Okay, he's fine. Alright.
Unfortunately, had to use up an E-tank to get the Hadouken.
Yeah. So Siberian Bull is now going to, excuse me, to Chill Penguin stage. Alright, so stop done at 29-22. Now we can go to Sigma. There are only 4 stages in Sigma. Like the original Mega Man, the refights are going to be part of the stages. So we'll see them throughout the first 3 Sigma stages. And there will be a way to skip a couple of these. But then the Hadouken, in general, will address the others.
And then again here we have another fight against Vile that works in a bit of a similar way, where you want to dwindle your health down so that he stuns you again as fast as possible.
Right, and the other thing you're seeing here is Two-Stop jumps off the ladder and does a bit of a cutscene skip here to try and get ahead of some obligatory nonsense between Zero and Vile. Oh, Siberian almost... I think he just got another extra life, too. Oh man, excuse me.
The days are long here at SGL.
Yeah. Alright, so Vile has been taken care of, though we will see him again in future installments because we like our Boba Fett-esque villains here. So yeah, so the other thing with Hadouken is you have to be at full health to use it. You cannot be even 1 bar off. You have to be 100% health.
Nicely done.
So against Kuwanger, no problem.
Probably one of the easier ones to set up. Some bosses are quite tricky to set up for Hadouken.
Octopus can be tricky. Chill Penguin, I guess, depending on what he does first. Same with Armadillo, he can be tough. Now we come to my least favorite boss in the game.
Yeah, so you have to sort of read the pattern and know where the spider's going to go. You don't have too much time to set it up and get the Hadouken timed just right when it opens up.
No, Two-Stop got one of the best possible patterns. There's no way you can go past that center bar, or that second bar to the left. All right, one more. All right, so Two-Stop underway in Sigma 2, taking on his first Maverick here in Chill Penguin. We'll see what he does. Oh.
Gets it done. Very nice.
That was a not as typical pattern you see from the Penguin. All right. Here. So, yeah, unfortunately, no dice Okay, he burns his entire sub-tank. He doesn't look thrilled about that.
Which is a tough choice because if you don't use the Hadouken here, you need to use the weapon that's the weakness of the boss that comes right after. And you don't want to miss, not have enough for that one.
Yeah, it generally wouldn't be an issue, I don't think, but
Very nice 2 Hadoukens on the eyes, which is quite hard to pull off.
yeah, you got some good RNG there,
And the 1 cycle.
you have very, very good pattern there by Two Stop, taking advantage of the pattern that he was given. All right, so he's out at 3501.
And Siberian Bull also getting a skip. Very nice.
Did he?
I think he got it, yes.
Yeah. Yeah, he tricked the camera using the ice strat.
Basically a trick to trick the game with the camera being in the wrong position to not spawn the boss in that particular room. And now going to go for the hardest Hadouken to set up.
Yeah. Nice job by Siberian Bull taking out the Vile there. Oh.
And it doesn't quite get it, even though the backup is still quite fast for Chameleon, so not a huge cost.
No, you don't want to be wasting time here. And
Yeah.
Two Stop, Siberian Bull knows who Two Stop is. You know, his PB is several minutes faster, so. This is Mandrill, so that just leaves Mammoth and Octopus. Very nice job by Siberian Bull on the Hadouken for Kuwanger. Didn't quite get the setup he wanted, but was able to compensate and take care of business. So very nice. So kind of pattern. Oh, just a little too far there. There it is.
Nicely done.
Very good second try.
It can be quite hard to dodge the spiders if they're thrown before the first cycle, which is quite unlucky to get.
Yeah, there were a couple of things working against him there, but was able to hold it together. So very nice, and there's the last Maverick. Great pattern again from for Two Stop. He finishes. Oh!
Fortunately, Siberian Bull got a ton of health in his sub-tens that he accumulated through safer strats throughout the run.
Yeah.
So gets to have a nice backup here.
38-23 for Two Stop as we head to the final stage of the game, and this is essentially a 3-stage fight. A mini boss, and then Sigma, and then Sigma's final form. Unfortunate health pickup there for Siberian Bull. Doesn't have to burn a second E-tank. Easy peasy there to open up for... our iframes stop him. And one is shot, one hit takes care of Sigma. Unfortunately, Hadouken does not work against Sigma's final form. Only two things will actually hurt Sigma. Rolling Shield and a fully charged X-Buster shot with a modified weapon. It's also worth noting this boss hits very hard.
And it can be very dangerous. You have to be very safe in this fight, even
And
with all of that
there it
health.
is.
Good.
So that closes it 39-49 for Two Stop to win the first of this best of three match. So GG to Two Stop.
Very nicely done.
So Siberian not quite getting the RNG that Two Stop was fortunate enough to get. There goes the Hadouken. Fortunate. Well, it's one more shot for each, and nice. Very, very good backup. So, all right, so. Like Siberian's gonna keep going. I believe he knows.
Or it doesn't get the skip.
Yeah, you can tell if you get it or not because the camera is low, is positioned lower if it's done correctly.
Yeah, if the camera scrolls up, you know that
Yeah.
it hasn't worked. Very nicely done as
Yeah.
a good backup.
Yeah, nice to see. We don't always get to see this fighting armadillo like this. So Two Stop was unsuccessful in getting the Hadouken for Sting Chameleon. See if he's successful second time around. If this is successful. He's not even trying.
Siberian Bull likely going for the safe strat here of freezing the boss before doing the Hadouken.
Oh, he was just short. It was just a little quick. Again. Oh no. He was just a little fast on trying to get that shot off because the iframes were still going. There it is. Two more Mavericks to go. Interesting, he's using Rolling Shield here. Two Stop used the Electric Spark, fully charged, I believe.
Yes. Nicely done.
Those torpedoes, you think, oh man, that's really bad, but then you realize, oh, just shoot one of them and the other two automatically go above, so easy.
Yeah, it's not as hard as it looks.
No, Siberian helping himself to another extra life. Oh. I love that animation there. It's like, that's a great. That'd be a great cell to have. You know, like Mammoth and X getting thrown off their feet, but one of them is fatal. All right, last boss before last regular boss. Oh no. All right, well, okay, just enough.
And also gets a nice setup and clutches it.
Yeah, good backup there. That's one thing Siberian's had a lot of is extra energy in the tank. In his tanks, Two Stop had to slam the brakes a couple of times and deplete what he had. He was largely ignoring the health pickups as they were coming along. So, all right. I like this quietly ominous music. And this is also, if you're in a pinch and you need extra health or whatever, this is a great place to, these enemies, using the flamethrower to just, quickly pick up some health upgrades for yourself. Or health refills if you need them. If you're not feeling comfortable with, Wolf Sigma. Dog showboats and gets just a single shot.
Nicely done.
His lightsaber is no match for the power of a Hadouken.
And that's one of the most punishing bosses if you miss the Hadouken.
Yes.
Very hard to fight without.
Yeah. It's doable, but it is a bit long and tedious. So.
And he also does quite a lot of damage, and after you're done with him, then you need to be extra safe at this phase.
Right. And see, the fights here have been kind of night and day. Two Stop wasn't getting nearly as much activity from Sigma. All right, one more will do it, and there it is. GG to Siberian Bull, finishing off game one. All righty, so Rudder's going to take, I think, a quick break here. Just all right. Yeah. Guys need a minute? Or... All right, let's go. All right. They want to give us more Mega Man X, and who are we to refuse? All right, so game one in the books. Two Stop with a sub 40 in game one. Now needs to close it out. We didn't see what Siberian's time was. I'd say he was probably 47. I'd say 46, 47.
Yeah, in that range. Yeah.
Yeah, I played a pretty solid Sigma 3, and had a generally clean Sigma 4, in spite of the fact Wolf Sigma was really giving him the business. All right, runners are off. I think we had a slight hiccup there with the start screen. I think we're just going to go. All right, here we go. So in terms of game one versus game two, I don't foresee any significant changes from either of our runners. They're pretty well invested in their strats and whatnot. I think in the opening stage, Two Stop's going to try and avoid taking a death like he did at the end of the stage in game 1, which was really about his only, I'd say, significant hiccup. Well, actually, that's not true. He also died to Kuwanger due to some tough RNG going at the final vertical bit. But in general, he was pretty clean throughout. Oh, Siberian ignores the health upgrade. He's going for it, and oh no, oh. I think, yep, that's unfortunate. That's a not insignificant time loss, and oh. I thought Siberian Bull might have doubled back there and picked up the melon.
This intro stage is very technical, and it might look simple because you don't dash, but lots of tiny details that can really affect your time.
For sure. But Two Stop's going to take some intentional damage here. Get his health down so when he gets to Vile, he'll be ready. Yeah, he's doing fine. Siberian, again, is going to be the first one out. Oh, extra car there. That's one of my own notification. It's like 8 screen transitions there during that little dialogue bit. I want to see what it is in Japanese. 1, 2. Oh, that was actually 9 to 8. So okay.
I guess they scroll faster.
They do scroll faster, so. But you know, it's not uncommon with some of these text-heavy Japanese games because of the way they use characters. Like, it's not uncommon to see shorter transitions because what they're saying translates to something shorter in their language than it does in English, or any, I guess, you know, other language, you know, French, German, Spanish, whatever you prefer, but whatever you speak. But it's one of those little differences. You see it, you know, really pay off in games like Zelda, for example, which are more dialogue-driven, text dialogue-driven, than say this. And none of the early X games are significantly driven by dialogue, and there's dialogue here and there, but you know, not too bad.
Yeah, not one of the games where it makes a ton of difference, but still a little bit.
Whereas our neighbors to our left are doing A Link to the Past, NMG, I believe, and that does make a significant difference.
Absolutely, yeah.
We wish our competitors in our fellow colleagues in the NMG A Link to the Past community good luck in their match. I believe this is either the semifinal or the final. They're really close to the finish.
I'm pretty sure it's the finals.
It is? Okay. Yeah. And this is one of about a dozen tournaments running here at SGLIVE. We're just about finished here on Sunday evening. We've got, you know, this is actually Mega Man X and NMG are kind of the outliers in that respect. They are, I think, the only ones that are not rando, if I'm not mistaken.
I think you're correct. And besides NHL 94, of course.
Well, of course. But, you know, the truly greatest match, Yeah, if you missed that a few hours ago on SG2, myself and Rezus here played an original 6 match for the ages in a best of 3 competition. It was a lot of fun. I can't wait for next year.
Yeah.
So, Two Stop has taken the lead here, an early lead back here as we go to Storm Eagle. As Siberian Bull finishes off Chill Penguin, a decent RNG, I'd say, for both of them. I think they definitely had a better run of it in game 1. All right, so Siberian Bull had some trouble in this stage early on with some of the vertical. Let's see how it goes for him here. And our friends in the A Link to the Past NMG, I believe, have they have just finished. So GG's to our runners over there. If I knew who was running, I'd tell. Well, I don't want to spoil it, but do check out the NMG races for A Link to the Past. They are. You want to talk about technical? There's some really technical stuff in those games, man. Anyway, getting back to this. Two Stop getting the helmet upgrade pretty cleanly. Siberian picking up the first of 4 E-tanks. Oh, bad luck there for Siberian Bull. Got caught in the flamethrower.
Gotta be careful there.
Yeah, it's like a little tight. Cutting it a little close, but does get through, so good for him. Two Stop gonna take on Storm Eagle. He had terrific RNG in game 1. Let's see how game 2 turns out for him. Alright, so there's a dive. Comes back, spits out some little baby Storm Eagles. One more, and nicely done. So, yeah, about as good as it was game 1.
Yeah, so just one dive, so slightly worse, but still very good RNG overall.
I mean, and then he came back down, so let's see how it goes for Siberian Bull.
Siberian Bull not taking any chances, just going for a spam approach more than anything.
Yeah, and there's a couple of dives. He's got clipped there on the second dive. Oh, he missed. Oh, nice charge. There's another good one. Oh, that's what, 6 in a row? I think it was 6 or 6, I believe. Oh no!
And going for some more dives.
Oh no! Oh, that's unfortunate. All right, Two Stop gets the hardest jump in the game. Siberian Bull will have to pick up an extra life along the way to make up for that loss. So is Two Stop, incidentally, from the opening stage, but plenty of places to pick that up. All right. Ooh. Siberian's getting bodied here pretty hard by Storm Eagle. Got to be careful.
It's gotten worse RNG than Two Stop at every opportunity. Well, for
that was
Eagle.
That was horrible. That was like what? That had to be 10 or 11.
Yeah.
Second try is the charm, but oof, that's just rough.
Yeah.
Two Stop about halfway through Flame Mammoth stage, which I believe is the shortest of the 8 Maverick stages. It's not very long at all. It actually would be a bit more difficult if they had played this stage, before Chill Penguin, because all the floor would be on fire. That's unfortunately something they didn't really repeat in X2 or 3, which is a disappointment. At least as far as I know, they never repeated that.
It's been too long since I've played that one to confirm, but that sounds right.
I'd say I'm fairly certain. There might have been very minor changes, but nothing. Come on, Siberian. There it is. Brute force method. That's the spirit. All right. Okay, so a runner. We're on to the fourth robot master. That's Mega Man. Fourth Maverick stage. So, oh, he was unsuccessful at that in game 1 as well. So he's going to take the more conservative approach, but he'll actually, I think he gets an extra life out of this. Yes. So kind of works out actually. Apparently this is somewhat controversial. I actually think Kuwanger's stage is the best song in the MMX OST.
So many good ones to choose from.
Oh, I know. It's one of the, I'd say, top 5 SNES soundtracks. I don't think that's in dispute. Up there with, like, you know, Super Castlevania 4, you know, and FF6 is among the very, very best in the SNES catalog. But yeah, this one just kind of does it. It's got that kind of like high energy kind of song.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, and you kind of need it when you're doing all this vertical movement. It's like, oh, you kind of need a song to kind of pep you up a little bit. Oh, I saw him practicing that trick in the practice room a little bit. And it was kind of a hit or miss on its success rate for him.
Ice doesn't stick around for a long time in that walls, so
right.
The Hadouken setup as well is
right.
It's quite tough to get.
Nice job by Volt taking down Flame Mammoth. Two Stop here is in a much better position than he was in game 1. He was scraping by on health getting into this fight, and it took an unfortunate death. This time he's in much better shape. And he's going for the little dance. Unfortunately, he took a hit, so now he's got to be a little tighter with his movement. Oh, he gets thrown into the ceiling, and it gets thrown again.
Gotta be careful there.
I don't know. It's like, I'm not the expert. I'd be panicking a little, but
clutches it out.
Yeah, that's very good. You know. Kuwanger wasn't cooperating, but managed to keep it together there. It was a very nice job by him. Now head to his 5th Maverick, which will be Spark Mandrill. Nice double there by Siberian Bull, taking out the 2 turtle tanks. The 3rd E-Tank for 2 Stop. Again, with the changing of the order of the stages, playing Storm Eagle has the added benefit of making this stage easier. Those opening electric currents on the floor there at the beginning of the stage would have actually been shooting electricity, and that mini boss would have actually been much harder.
Siberian Bull, who was looking for some extra energy in those tanks, but didn't have any, so had to take a death, unfortunately.
Yeah, so it gives that life back, unfortunately, so there'll be other opportunities, of course. Ooh. Took a hit there, but managed to keep it together, so now we'll see how this fight against Mandrill goes. Fairly straightforward fight. Not sure if he needed that, but a welcome health pickup there for Bull. That was actually the second game in a row he got that, because he got it at the end of Kuwanger Stage 1. Kuwanger in Game 1, excuse me. Alright, so about a 1-stage difference now. Rounds of applause all the way around for our ALTP NMG friends.
And very nicely done from Kuwanger.
Oh, that was a terrific fight there by Siberian Bull. Really had that under control from the get-go, and it was definitely several seconds faster than two-stop. You know, even though their runs are, their PBs again are several minutes apart, when you're trying to improve on your time here, it's those little things where you can really, can still add up and really kind of get things rolling.
Absolutely.
You know, it can happen in large increments, but it's a lot of those little optimizations, especially in a game like this, or any of the Mega Mans really, which are about technical precision just as much as anything else. Oh no! Oh, you see, technical precision. You know, oof. So that's an unfortunate mishap for two stops. He's gonna have to come back when he gets back to this stage. He's gonna have to farm a little bit for extra lives again. He'll get one back from Sting Chameleon. That helps, but yeah, he's gonna have to farm again.
Yeah, especially since that life in Sting Chameleon is built into the amount of lives you need to get the Hadouken.
Exactly. Alright, so again, on to Armored Armadillo, our sixth Maverick.
Getting some pretty tough RNG here. Lots of bounces before he can hit him for the second time. Gets it done.
Varian having a hard time getting the. He's going to just grab it, and that's perfectly valid. It's a little tight, but it's actually pretty simple to do. All right, so nice job by Two Stop. 6 down, 2 to go. Next up will be Octopus. Right. So yeah, we got about a 1+ stage difference now between our runners. Siberian Bull gets ready to take on Mandrill. Two-Stop helping himself to a little bit of health there.
Getting some pretty favorable RNG to be able to get those hits in uninterrupted.
Right, you know, and having the fully charged shot ready to go as soon as the fight started was beneficial. perfect fight this time from two-stop. He had a little trouble, I think, in game one, but no such trouble here.
Yeah. And unfortunately doesn't have the time to jump up and mitigate the amount of lag from that mini-boss dying, but
Yeah.
the fight itself is very clean.
Nice skip there. And before they can surface. Alright, so yeah, Octopus, definitely one of the trickier boss fights because it's underwater, movement somewhat prohibited, and he does that. You can actually suck your energy. Oh no, oh. Okay, one more will do it, and very nice.
And the optimal speed strats for this is to get voluntarily grabbed and then mash buttons to try and get out of it.
Yeah.
But apparently there's this occurrence that's not quite consistent where you can just get grabbed until you die. So in this kind of setting, you
I don't think Bull got that.
Yeah, I don't think he got the visit.
No.
Bull will have to go for have an extra life to get there and get the Hadouken.
Yeah, that was some pretty awful, you know, stuff with the birds there. Like, really couldn't do very much. Like, you know, he would have ended up like two-stop and probably, you know, hit the deck there and, you know, take a needless death, unfortunately. Ooh. Surprised he's not using, oh, that's right, he can't use Chameleon. Like, wait a minute, like, oh, right. Alright, so that takes care of that. So he's got 7 health upgrades, 4 E-tanks, 3 of the suit upgrades, and the last of the health upgrades, which will be now. Well, actually, I take it back. He doesn't have it. He's still missing E-tank number 4.
Yep. He'll
get that in his revisit to
Armadillo.
Armadillo, yeah. It's like.
Very nice fight by two-stop.
Yep. Bull deciding to go down with the ship here.
Which, as we can see, generates a lot of lag.
Yeah, it does. It does look pretty cool, though.
Indeed. But goes up for this one to mitigate some of that lag.
So, two-stop did a nice job. First tried the health
with
up.
the unfortunate death.
Yeah. Alright, so okay, there's an extra life. The red bird will take care of the rest in Armadillo. Another very short stage when you actually get down to it. If not for the mini boss thing, this is about as short as Mammoth stage.
Done by two-stop.
About as perfectly scripted as you could ask for. Siberian in a little bit of a trouble here, but just manages to get through. So stop done with the eight Mavericks at 25-32.
That fight with Octopus can be quite tricky with the amount of projectiles it throws at a quite wide range, so you really have to throw him from up above, and Siberian Bull wasn't going quite high enough at the top.
Yeah, it's an arcing kind of shot, and Bird
to stop getting unlucky.
Okay, there's one. He's going to need a few more. Guess that's enough. All right, so race to the finish now. Varian taking on the mini boss. Oh! The boss is more annoying than anything. He's not very difficult, but it takes forever to kill, especially if you're using the Buster.
Siberian Bull has to be careful, burning a lot of claws.
Yeah, he had the trouble in game one. He probably used about 2 or 3 too many. Hard to tell if it's going to pay off here. Let's see.
Because I believe it's a half a second window where he's invincible when you hit him.
Right.
So it's just going a bit too fast at it.
Siberian actually went the intended way to get the health upgrade the first time. And he gave it the old college try the first with Kuwanger's weapon. They finally realized, nope, not worth it. Couple of missed inputs there on the.
Yeah, to stop going for the safety because not quite sure that was a visit.
Having a hard time. There it is.
There it is. That's not something we practice often.
No, it's not an easy jump either. It's a little like the iceless jump in Kuwanger's stage. It's a very tight, window. Easier than Kuwanger because you're not going as far horizontal and then vertical at the same time. But it's still not easy by any stretch.
Yeah, agreed.
All right, so last one for Siberian Bull before cleanup and Hadouken. A little slow on the setup there, but now everything's fine. Very nice. There it is. Oh, I love that. So 8 down for Siberian Bull. He's out at 29-11, so about 4-ish minutes behind because he still has to get the health upgrade from Chill Penguin. Not quite level, but still several minutes behind as two-stop begins the Sigma stages. And according to my splits from game one, this took about 10 minutes for him. So he's actually about on pace with game one. Yeah, far be it for me to say otherwise, but intentional maybe?
Maybe not the worst place to take a death.
No,
to be honest.
Yeah, he had some deaths early, so it's like, oh well, I don't think that was intentional at all. Even if it wasn't, you know, it's not a bad reset to take at this point, just so, you know, nothing bad does happen. All right, so
Bull's now going to go for the revisits, and I believe probably missed his first visit. So hopefully something he'll have noticed or and remember.
I think he probably will. Ugh. Really missed the ride, though. As far as RNG, his luck is about as good as Two Stops was, but he's gonna go forward. Interesting. I thought he got. You know, he got it in game 1, but not this time apparently.
That's a hard one to recover from. Oh, but clutches it.
Yeah,
very nicely done.
That was very close, like maybe a couple of pixels away.
Yeah.
And
Hadoukens just make the end game so exciting because the stakes are so high to not get hit.
yeah, that's definitely a key feature. Oh, he took some hits. All right, so he burns one of his sub tanks. All right.
And gets it done.
Very nice. Alright, so Two Stop got some really good RNG here in game 1. Let's see what the pattern is like in game 2. And not as great, but still very favorable. So 1 down, 3 to go for Two Stop. Reach Sigma 2, which will have 2 more refights and a boss. Yeah, this should be the last one for Bulls, so. Same RNG as it was in game 1 for Two Stop, I believe. A little belch there, and
Oh, and Siberian Bull getting the health. So if it is indeed the last visit, it's very clutch.
oh,
There
no.
it is.
Yeah.
It didn't register that he needed 1 more life.
That's unfortunate. We have to start over. Yeah, I was pretty sure he had, but, you know. Clean Hadouken there from Two Stop on Storm Eagle. Now about to take on the Sigma 2 boss fight. Had some very good RNG here in game 1, and Hadouken, I believe, the 2 eyeballs. So, see if he can get a repeat here.
Can't get much better than that. Oh, unfortunately not.
Well. He's not forcing the issue, and very nice fight.
Handles it very well.
Okay, so Siberian got his health back. He got clipped a little bit. There it is. $35.23 for two steps. So two stop. He's about nope, didn't get it. He was about 20 seconds off his game 1 pace. This is going to slow him down a bit. Oh, second time's the charm there.
Yeah, it's the backup very nicely. One of the harder bosses to get a backup for.
Mm-hmm. Well, he went in with after taking some damage, so I'm assuming he's not even going to try for Hadouken strats.
Unless he uses a sub-tank as he pauses.
Oh, good point. Yeah.
There it is. Oh,
Oh, okay.
just misses out.
So yeah, now we come to the backup strats. Getting flipped a bit. He's getting hit around a bit there, but seems to have found a nice rhythm now. So very nice. Will successfully does the cutscene skip to get shave a few seconds off the clock there. No problem. Octopus and mammoth should also be fairly trivial. Oh no.
Oh, unfortunate.
Burned one of his sub-tanks. Oh, we got hit again. No, he's abandoned that approach and is just going to use a rolling shield and has no trouble really.
Yeah, not a bad backup with Vile taking 4 bars of damage for each one. Not the biggest cost of missing it if you need that backup.
For sure. Alright, so this one went pretty smoothly for two-stop in game 1. Yep.
Now I believe both runners are all out of sub-tanks.
I believe
So,
that's correct.
No
yeah.
room for error on both sides.
Yeah, two-stop about 40 seconds off game 1 pace, so looking at about a mid-40, I'd say.
Mm-hmm.
So again, his RNG in game 1 was something else against Wolf Sigma. Let's see how. Oh, just missed there for Bull. Had the same RNG as it was in game 1, and nice distance shot to
Nice
finish off.
done.
Stop taking the fight and winning easily. All right, here comes. Never had a chance.
Yeah. Lightsaber Sigma is no match for Hadouken.
Yep. All right, so. Whoa. Right. boxed in the corner there.
Siberian Bull not getting that energy. Won't be able to do that at all.
There it is.
There it
GG. Two-stop finishing with an official time of 40:34. All right, so that will close it out. So a 2-0 sweep for two-stop, our 2024 Mega Man X 100% champion here at SG Live 2024. All right, we're gonna bring our winners over here for a quick interview and get their thoughts on the 2024 MMX 100% tournament, and then let them loose. Well, so
I just want to back it up to make some room.
yeah, back it up. That's a good idea. All right, so I'll move over a little bit, get a little more in the frame. All right, well, congrats both of you for some fine play. GG's two-stop for winning the 2024 tournament. Your overall thoughts on this on your play? Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm happy with how I did.
Yeah. Yeah, and I know the early game was kind of giving you some fits there.
Yeah, the intro stage was a thorn in my side. I didn't expect to die both runs, but here we are.
Well, yeah, and then, Kuwanger was getting some trouble in game one. There were some other little things, but generally speaking, like, you also had some really terrific RNG. Like, Storm Eagle was your friend today.
Oh yeah, and in the first run, the Rangda gave me 2 Hadokens.
That's the exact opposite of how Storm Eagle treated me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, the RNG was decidedly different. Like the Spider Boss in Sigma 1, you had great patterns.
And I got babies both times.
You got babies both.
No.
But that was a hell of a distance shot in game 2, though.
Look, I'm just glad I killed it. I was not looking forward to doing ice shotgun strats.
No, and that's my least favorite boss in the game. I think most would agree with that. But yeah, I mean, overall, some fine play here. Razors, you have anything to add?
GG's to both runners, really. It was a fun one to watch, and we could see like some little bumps here and there, but like we could really see the knowledge of the game pulling through to get some good backups on both sides, and thank you for participating and getting this one together, and thanks to Siberian Bull for
I have to thank
this.
you. I have to thank you two more than anything for signing up. Otherwise, I'd just be playing myself.
Right. Well, yeah, and MMX. Hopefully, next year you get more people in the fold, because this is an entertaining game. It's a technical and challenging game, but it's a fun game. So hopefully you guys get a bigger field next year for sure.
Right. But again, thanks to you for doing the commentary again this year.
My pleasure.
Because we've had you doing our finals commentary the past 3 years. So, it's tough for talk, because I did the finals for you for SMB3, and it's like just return the favor.
No, my pleasure. I enjoy doing the Mega Man series. For NES and Super Nintendo. So my pleasure.
Yep. But yeah, thanks again, you two. By the way, just because I want to prove it that it was supposed to be best of 3, I'm going to show this on camera. Right there in the notes, best of 3.
All right. Well, you heard it here first.
Probably not going to show up there,
Well,
but either way,
well-
either way, I showed it to Rizu so he can confirm. It says best of 3 in the notes. Did not make it out. Did not pull it out my butt. I was like, hey, I want to go again. I'm going to win this. No, no. Especially the way the second run went. Dying to eagle, dying up the climb, missing my input while dashing after killing the eel was just not going well for me.
Yeah, for sure. And then.
First run was fine. Always having trouble with the headbangers ball with Quanger, but it is what it is.
Yeah, Kuwanger definitely giving both of you the business today, more so than usual. So, that's all I had.
I guess someone has to present these things to us. Do we get Do we get the general?
Oh, he's right there. So.
He's busy.
Yeah. Well.
All right. Well, you know what? I'm here. I'm the admin. I'm the one who moderated this. So on behalf on Speedgaming Razors, I present to you the first place trophy right here of Mega Man X 100%, and I get second place, Mega Man X 100%. Take a good bite out. It is 100% brass, or even cheap brass. But GG's to you. Congratulations. I hope you join again next year. Razors, I hope you join again next year.
I'll try and make my way here. It might be a bit challenging next year to make it out, but if I'm coming, I'm definitely signing up if there's an MMX tournament.
Right. Well, my other goal is trying to get to make another game I actually run around and have to make it into randomizer. So.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we need more Mega Man.
We do. But for now, I think that's going to be it for us here for Mega Man X 100%, Mega Man in general for Speedgaming Live 2024. We'll let Pro take us out.
All right. Well, thanks again to my co-com Rezus for joining me today, and again, GG's to Siberian Bull for the second place finish and two-stop our 2024 champion. Thanks all for watching. We'll see you all hopefully next year with more MMX action. Appreciate it.
Bye.